All right, so this is the second part of the video. So moving on to the next set of problems, when you look at these, I don't know which side of our little cheat sheet flow chart you should look at. These all just have one type of x. 13 happens to have an n. So the idea is you need to isolate the x. The problem is these problems, x is not as easily accessible. You can't just isolate it. So for instance, like on 9 and 10, the x's, although they're all the same type, are in the exponent. So the thing I have to do is get the exponents to be the same so that I can isolate, or so that I can just focus on the exponents. And then when I focus on the exponents, I can just solve for x. So I'm going to show you number 10. And you guys can do number 10, but you would want your exponent table. So the only way to get to the x's in number 10 is to have the problem just be about the exponents, but it can't be about the exponents until all the bases are the same. So I'm going to have to find a common base between 2, 8, and 16. And when I use my exponent table, I'm going to see that that base is 2. So the first base I can leave alone as 2 to the x. 8 can be written as 2 to the third, and then I have 2x plus 1. And then 16 can be written as 2 to the fourth, and then I have the negative 2x plus 2. The other thing that has to happen is on the left side, I can only have one base. So remember, when you're multiplying with the same base, you will be adding these exponents. So if I just focus on the exponents, the problem on the left side is going to become x plus the other exponent. And then it will just equal the other side's exponent. And from there, you can start to distribute. Solve x, 6x, 3, and on the side, negative 8x and 8. But still, it's one type of x. So regardless, I can just isolate the x's, and I'm going to let you guys solve from there. And number 9 is going to be the same thing. To get to those exponents, you will need to find that common base so that the problem is just about the exponents, okay? So 11 and 12, very similar. This was our last chapter. I still just see one type of x. I'm just going to isolate it. So I'll make my little, checklist. So let's say we'll start number 12 together. I'd make my little checklist. This checklist will be a little bit different, and I'll show you the rest of it in just a moment. So first thing I'm going to do is, so I can get this x by itself, is there's no addition subtraction over here. So this step doesn't happen. But there is multiplication division. I'm going to divide. I'll use, I guess, as a division bar now. Divide by negative 7, divide by negative 7. So on this side, I have 18 to the 9x equals 8/7. I'm just going to leave it as a fraction. So now, how do I move the 18? I'm not going to divide the 18. The 18 is a base to 9x, and x is an exponent. So multiplication division is not going to happen again here. So the problem is I need to get to that x, and it's connected to 18 as a base and an exponent. So to undo an exponent, I turn it into a log, and that's where I'll make that capital L that we did. So I'm going to write the word log. I'm going to write log 18, little 18, of 8/7, and that's going to equal 9x. So some of you can press the math button and scroll up, and you'll see that log base thing, and then you can just type it in. Some of you, though, just, if you have the 83 calculator, you will have to type log 8/7, close your parentheses, divided by log 18. And, this over here is worth some value. Once you get that, then you can move the 9 over to join it. So 13 is really similar as far as that goes. And then 13 and 14, I think I'll go over 14 with you. So 14, I just see one type of x. So again, I need to get the x by itself. But the problem is I can't have two logs together. So remember, when we ignored the logs, that plus sign right here became a times sign. So I'm not ignoring the logs. I'm not going to forget about them. I'm going to bring it back, and combining it into one log, I get this. So when I make my little checklist, I don't see any addition, subtraction over here. I don't see any multiplication division. This negative 24x, it could be in parentheses if I wanted it to be, but it's part of the log. So there's nothing multiplying to the log or adding or subtracting to the log. So to get to that x now, since it's part of the log, I'm going to have to undo the log by turning it into an exponent, and that's when we would make our cursive e. So I would go 5 to the third power equals that. And from there, I'm going to let you finish. And number 7's the same way. To get to that n, I would make my little checklist. And this is exponent versus log. Okay, so that gives you a good idea, a bunch of different problems. Mrs. Lambert does have the answer key, so as you're working, just, again, definitely check your answers with her as you go. That's it.